So we are here for the week 16 after Monday Night Football playoff picture. Here, so let's go talk about this. We have the AFC and NFC. So in the AFC, thanks to the Indianapolis Colts loss to the San Francisco 49ers, Santa Clara 49ers says, Jacksonville had a very thin chance, like less than 1% to get out. But they would pretty much get in. The Chargers would, the Bills would. Anyways, pretty much, but didn't matter. But officially do clinch spots week 16. We still have the Pittsburgh Steelers. If they lose, if they beat the Cleveland Browns or the Baltimore Ravens, lose to the Green Bay Packers. The Baltimore Ravens lose to the Green Bay Packers on Sunday. Then they're in before their Sunday game as the AFC North champion. If the Pittsburgh Steelers beat Cleveland Browns, it doesn't matter what happens to Baltimore Ravens. So they're gonna try to beat the Cleveland Browns anyways, even if the Baltimore Ravens win. So it doesn't really matter. They should. So most likely so. And then we have the Houston Texans. They have to win on Saturday against the Los Angeles Chargers. The Indianapolis Colts have to beat the Jacksonville Jaguars for them to be any hope for the Colts. If the Houston Texans beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Houston Texans are locked into a playoff spot. And then the NFC, there are no new updates here in the NFC. There are none. The Carolina Panthers are still fourth. Yeah, it might come down to both teams winning. Who wins between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? We'll see. And then the Green Bay Packers. They have to beat the Baltimore Ravens. If they beat the Baltimore Ravens on Saturday, they are in. If they win, they're in. If the Detroit Lions lose to the Minnesota Vikings, they're in as well. So there's two ways they're in. There's two ways they're in on Sunday. On the Packers are in. They either Detroit Lions lose to the Minnesota Vikings, or the Green Bay Packers beat the Baltimore Ravens. Doesn't really. The only way the Detroit Lions get in is if they beat the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. The Detroit Lions have to beat the Minnesota Vikings on Christmas afternoon, Thursday. And they have to beat the Chicago Bears on Sunday. And then they have to hope the Green Bay Packers lose to the Baltimore Ravens on Saturday. And then the Green Bay Packers lose to the Minnesota Vikings on the Sunday after. So that's the only way the Detroit Lions can get in. So, and then Tampa Bay can still get in if they win both the games. If they win two, if they're 9-8, if Tampa Bay is 9-8, and Carolina is 9-8, well, they still have the tiebreakers. It looks like they will because they have more playoff 57% probability. Or maybe it's because of their easier schedule. They play Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay plays Miami and Carolina. And then Carolina plays Seattle and Tampa Bay. So we'll see. So, and it's just a week 17. It's a little tougher. So come down maybe to 50 shot unless Tampa Bay, has a little bit more extra chance to do tiebreakers. But the tiebreaker is, we'll see.